It's time to become the best version of yourself and help others do the same. It's Monday morning and we're talking success.
Good morning, Soul family. So good to be back with you. It's been a couple weeks since last week was Memorial Day and the offices were shut down, but it's so great to be back with you. I hope you guys have had a great last couple of weeks. It looks like we have a great team out there live with us in the YouTube world. I'm so excited to see you all out there. As always, make sure you chime in so we can see that you're out there and get you taken care of. Sound good? It's going to be great. Lydia says, love the new branding on the beginning of this. Hey, we're all about making everything better around here, including this show. So unfortunately, the host is the same, but everything else is going to be new and wonderful, so you're going to love it. Sound good? Awesome. So as always, make sure you chime in so we can see you and get you put into our drawing for the wonderful swag items we got today. Now you're going to have to help me because I've got 3 things in boxes here and I'm not sure if you guys would rather be surprised and just win them or if you want to see them. So let me show you what the boxes look like and then you can decide what we're going to do with them. Here we go. We've got these 3 fantastic boxes. I'll tell you right now that they all are bottles of some sort, okay? So we can leave it as it is. Okay, everybody's saying they like the surprises. All right, we're gonna go with it. We're gonna stick with the surprise thing. We've got 3 boxes of surprises, plus, you know what? Kristen's just loving you guys because she wants us also to give away this fantastic little pill holder. Man, it's just so slick looking. Don't drop it on the beach. You may never find it because it's the same color as the sand, but it's got great little spots for you to put your little capsules in it as you go anywhere. And so just know that this is a great thing too. So we are giving this away as well. And here we go. So surprises. You guys are going to be surprised by these 4 items or 3 items we're giving away today. 4th one, you already know what it is. So you're good to go. Sound good? All right. Looks like we got everybody taken care of. So let's jump into it. Now, we missed rock and roll last week because we just weren't even here. So we got 2 weeks worth of rock and rollers going on. And so let's jump into that now and get you taken care of. And here we go. Our top 10 rock and rollers for the last 2 weeks. Number 10 comes in at Florentina Sandoval. Florentina, well done. We've got Javier Lopez coming in at 9. We've got Enrique Gonzalez coming in at 8. Number 7, Leonor Vasquez coming in. We've got number 6 at Lourdes Lira. Number 5, Moises Raimundo. Number 4, Guadalupe Mendoza. Number 3, Maria Elena Centeno. Number 2, Maria de los Angeles Sanchez. And our number 1 for the last 2 weeks, a name you're all familiar with, none other than Miss Veronica Martinez. You guys, this is our newer 100K that we got to recognize at Soul Ignite. There's no question that she's doing it because she's on this every single week. So let's make sure that we get our names on here and we get taken care of. Just doing great things. So let's keep making sure that we're striving to be recognized as well, and we're going to see some great things happen. Sound good? Awesome. Now, as you well know, we are going to Costa Rica here in a few more months, in the first week of December. And so we like to do a little Costa Rica fact to get you guys all excited about it. So here we go. Costa Rica is the most visited country in Central America and one of the most visited countries in the world. It only has 2 seasons, dry and rainy. Now, if you're up here in the States, in the western part of the States, their seasons are basically opposite of ours. So dry season starts in December and goes till April, May-ish, June-ish. And then from there, the rainy season starts and they're off and running with the rainy season. Now, as of right now, it's 78 degrees down there, and it will rain every day this week. They're fully into the rainy season, and they are enjoying all the moisture that they're getting because during the dry season, they don't get a ton of it. Where we are going, down by Jaco, Costa Rica, they get rain even during the dry season, every now and again. It seemed like when we're down there, they'll usually get like a little afternoon rain shower. It's still tropical jungle. So they'll get a really quick little rain shower, lasts 5 to 10 minutes, and it's warm. So it's really kind of cool. Kind of just is a fun little thing to experience while you're down there. Blows in real quick, and you're off and running. When we're going there in December, it's kind of the beginning of the dry season, which is fun because everything is still really green and tropical and lush. And so it's just a great time to be in Costa Rica. It's fun as I talk to people because Costa Rica is one of those bucket list items where people just want to go and see and participate in. And we're going. Like, this is what we do, right? It's so awesome. Last week, I had an opportunity to go down to Los Cabos in Mexico to do a site visit to kind of check out some new places for Soul to Soul trips. I'll tell you what, Los Cabos is amazing as well. So we've got some great opportunities coming up to continue to see the world and just participate in beautiful places. So good stuff. We love it. We also have a great testimonial. I know usually we do a little bit of a product spotlight. Today, I wanted to make sure we had plenty of time to talk about some of the changes that we've made. And so we're going to forego that, but it feels kind of empty if we don't do some sort of a testimonial. And so we're going to jump into that right now. Here we go. It says, my daughter tends to be moody. We don't have that with any daughters, right? That never happens. But it says, my daughter tends to be moody, but I've noticed significant improvements on her mood on the days she drinks Vital. It also seems to help as it builds up in her system, and she has it for multiple days in a row. A few things that I love about that. Number one, we're getting our kids to take these products. They're safe for everybody. They're food. They just give your body the nutrients it needs to battle the difficulties that's going on in their lives with stress and everything else they've got going on, right? So first, we're able to give it to kids. Secondly, helping with mood. Now, who doesn't need help with mood, right? That's what those adaptogens do. They just help us battle the stresses that we're under, and it makes us adaptable. And when we're adaptable, we're able to then help others, right? And that's a good thing. Thirdly, it talks about how it builds up in her system, and she's seeing better effects as it continues to move forward. We see that with all of our products. The longer you're on them, the better the result you get. And some of those results are a little bit hidden, and they're not things that we would immediately suspect coming right out of the gate. And so, man, there's just so many good things going on with the products that we got. It's so good. Terry says, I credit Vital for me not getting sick for more than 1 year. Absolutely. You see that all the time. And Vital, as we well know, it seems like everything works better if you're also taking Vital with it. So good at alkalizing the body, plus getting us the nutrients that we need, plus the adaptogenic herbs that we need. Man, guys, it's a good one. Don't go without it. My wife loves to start her day with it. I start my day with the Cinnamate. And as always, you know, this show is brought to you by Cinnamate because it's delicious and fantastic for you. My wife starts her day with Vital. So even in Los Cabos while we were down there, she's brought her Vital packets to make sure she was good to go. She'd get the cold water, I'd get the hot water and do my Cinnamate. Great team, and it just works really well, right? Jenny says, even though my daughters don't love Vital, they take it every day, and I see the help. Maria says, I agree. I feel so much better even getting me out of my comfort zone. I agree. I've not gotten sick. I love my Vital. Minnie says, when we're adaptable, we're truly happy, and others see it. Maria says, me too, Cinnamate first and adaptable and Vital. A few hours later, there's so many things to go on. Erica likes to have her Vital first thing in the morning as well, right? So there's so many good things going on with what we got. So let's transition. We're going to tie this testimonial into what we're going to talk about next, which is the opportunity for us to get on a Soul subscription. As this testimonial said, the longer we run our products, the better off we feel and the better off we're going to be. And helping our people to get it at the most cost-effective way possible is absolutely the best way to do it. And how do we do that? We do it with our Soul subscription program, formerly known as our Soul Safe program. Why are we making a change, you may say? Soul Safe is not a term that everybody understands inherently. So you're talking about it with people, you're talking about Soul Safe, and they go, I don't know what a Soul Safe is. That doesn't make any sense to me. So then you use another word to describe it, the auto ship. Auto ship has kind of a negative connotation for a lot of people, mostly because for years and years, if you were on an auto ship, it was really difficult to get out of, right? And some companies even would make you, and that, even outside of this industry, we signed up for a company that would deliver like dairy goods and different things to us. And if we canceled whatever we wanted, we had to have like a backup order. So no matter what, they were bringing us something every month. And so my backup order was this, like this banana bread stuff. which was delicious but terrible for us. And so all of a sudden I started stacking up on that because I'd forget to change it and I couldn't cancel it, and it was just a mess. And nobody wants to deal with that. And so we wanted to change that in this industry especially. And so we want to give you guys as much control as possible. And so a few years ago, we came out with that little button where you can turn it on or off. And so that was what we did. It made it easy for you guys to manage that and take care of it yourselves. But instead of punishing you guys for turning it off, we just want to reward you more for staying on it. And that's what we're doing with this Soul subscription program. As I mentioned before, we are doing this to help get everybody more instant discounts right up front so they don't have to wait for it. It falls in line with what you're seeing in all these other companies. For anybody that's purchased anything online, you see that there's an opportunity to click on a little box that says, hey, make this a subscription, and you'll save immediately today. And why not? Everybody loves to save immediately. Plus, the word subscription has a little bit of a different meaning than what we think of with auto ships. When you get like a magazine subscription, or you subscribe to cosmetics or anything else, man, you're excited, right? I remember when I was younger, I subscribed to Field and Stream. It was my favorite magazine. Man, I could not wait for that to get there every month because I just loved reading through the articles. I was one of those nerds that would actually cut out pictures of the different animals and put them in a folder so I could look back on them. Like I loved animals, I loved the hunting, I loved the fishing part of it. And so, man, I could not wait for it. And we want to have that same sort of a feeling when people have their Soul subscription come to them. They love to get it. They know it's going to help them. Their family's excited about it. They don't have to think about it. It just comes every month, and then it gets the most discount for them as possible as it continues to move forward, which is what we're all excited about, right? So looking at what we've got going on here in the comments, Soul subscription is awesome. We love subscriptions, right? It's so good. Terry says, I love the updated name change. It's so much easier to explain, right? That's what we're looking at right there. Love the new name, instant discounts. We all love that. Stories of hope. I subscribe to new clothes every month. Makeup, TP batteries, and now Soul, right? And Tammy says, I love that my people are getting rewarded for loyalty. And that's what we're looking for, right? We want to just make sure that we take care of everybody with that. So let's dive into this a little bit more to really understand what we're talking about, especially because right now in the month of June, we want to make sure as many people have their subscription on as possible. So then when we start this in July, they're grandfathered in at the highest percentage possible. Okay, so let's jump into this and look at these percentages right here. As you can see on your screen right now, it talks about the Soul subscription program. We have our sign-up orders and their percentages. We have our months here as well. We absolutely want to take care of you by making it possible to receive a discount on whatever order amount you want to have. Some of our members have a little bit lower of an order amount. If they want to just simply order a box of Soul Vital, wonderful, we'll still get you taken care of. But you can see we incentivize people that want to order a little bit more. Our average order is still over that $150 range. So almost everybody really is going to have an opportunity to receive that higher percentage. So some questions that we've had since we've launched this. First off, looking at these percentages. When you first sign up on an order, it will give you the opportunity to check the box and say, yes, I want to make this a subscription. At that time, you will receive 10% off of your order up to $40. So basically, if it's a $400 order for their enrollment order, they'll max it out at 10%. If it goes above that, it just stays at $40. We just want to make sure we keep everybody in a good spot. So they get 10% off that first order. Okay, so let's say they sign up in June and they click on the box. The box is hypothetical, of course, because it's not active yet. But let's say they sign up and they're good to go. They get 10% off of that order. You may ask yourself and say, well, I gave them my Share the Wealth though. And Share the Wealth is going to give them a dollar amount off. What happens if they still use that Share the Wealth? Do they still get that? Do I get that? What does that look like? So what the program's going to do is it's going to look at it and say, wonderful, Joe, you used the Share the Wealth, so you're going to get your $10 in Soul rewards for them using your Share the Wealth referral code. And we are going to give them the higher amount of $10 or 10% off their first order, right? So if they order an order of less than $100, then the $10 off that they'd get for Share the Wealth by using that code would be higher. If it's over $100, then 10% obviously is going to be higher, right? And you may be asking yourself, like, everything we do in Soul is based off of commissionable volume. Is this going to be the same way? Is it going to be $10 off of commissionable volume or whatever? No, it's $10 off the price, off the QV. So if they order an order of $120, for instance, now 10% is what, $12, right? So we'll take $12 off that order amount and they're good to go. And then we'll set it up and say, hey, this is going to be coming to you each month as a subscription. So you're all set. And I will give a brief explanation about how it works. So they get 10% off that first month. Let's say it's in June. Then in July, when that order goes out again that next month, they get another 10% off. As you can see on this, month one is 10% off or 20% off, right? Then month two, it goes up by 1% all the way up until it maxes out at 15% for less than $150 and 25% for more than $150. Now, again, this is all hypothetical because we haven't started this yet, but this will work for the new person who hasn't been grandfathered into anything, hasn't ever had it before, anything like that, right? And so you can see each month it goes up by a percentage. So you can say, well, what if 1 month they order $100 and the next month they order $200? How does that work? Well, let's say in month 2, they order $100. They're going to get 11% off on that order. And then in month 3, they say, hey, you know what? We're loving this. We want more. So we're going to bump it up to a $200 order. Well, in month 3, you can see that now that it's more than $150, they get 22% off on that. And then let's say month 4, they keep it at $200, they get 23% off. Month 5, they're going to be out of town all month or whatever. They're not going to use the products, so drop it down to $100. So now month 5, they get 14%. Month 6, they're back at it again over $200 and they go 25%, right? And as long as they keep some sort of a subscription order going out each month, that percentage will stay at that highest percentage. So let's say, for whatever reason, they decide to turn it off. First, there will be a little warning that pops up that says, hey, are you sure you want to do this? Or would you rather just change your product order size to be something different? Because if you do this, then you're going to have to start back at the month 1 percentages, okay? So again, we just want to reward loyalty and keep everybody in a great spot. So they're going to read that and they're going to be like, ooh, you know what? I really would hate to have to start over and lose these percentages. So instead of turning it off, I'm just going to leave it at a bottle of Solflex PI or a Solflex AC cream or whatever it is. As long as there's an order that goes out that's marked as a subscription order for that month, they'll stay at that highest percentage, right? So a few good things happen because of that. One, they're still getting their products. They're still going to be using it, which, as we read in that testimonial, they're going to continue to have results, continue to help them with all of that. Number 2, you as a business builder will be able to count on volume each month, right? It'll be able to help you to know that you're going to be able to get that volume because you get paid on product sold, right? And that's what we're trying to do is to grow our business by selling product. And so you're going to be able to count on that. It's going to be able to help you for qualifications. It's going to be able to help you for commissions, all those wonderful things. Plus, and we're going to talk about this more next time, with the mentor bonus, if you have personally mentored this individual, you're also going to get an extra bonus on top of that for them placing orders, and you're going to get more of that as well, right? So there's so many good things that come from this, and we want to make sure that you are taken care of. Sound good? So we're going to be able to take care of you guys and make sure that you're all squared away with all of that. Now, there's been questions that come with all of this stuff. First off, the 10% off, again, we're going to reiterate that. The 10% comes at the beginning of the order. So then you're all good to go. And those percentages that I showed you will be taken off at the beginning of the order. So you may say, well, what about Soul Rewards? Are we going to be able to earn Soul Rewards on the subscription orders? The answer is no. You're getting the upfront discount, so you will not earn Soul Rewards on the new Soul subscription once this is rolled out next month, okay? You will not earn them. You'll just get the discount right up front. You don't earn them on the back end. So you'll see the instant savings. You don't have to worry about getting the Soul rewards on the back end. So then when we say that, you may ask yourself, well, can we use Soul rewards on the subscription order? And the answer is yes. Any Soul rewards that you currently have or are earning, you absolutely can use them on the subscription order, to the point where we're going to receive or redact, get rid of the minimum amount that you can use on there. You can use as many as you want on that. So you can use up those Soul rewards. The big thing you need to be cognizant of, and we'll give you a warning on, is if you have an auto ship, a subscription order that's going out and it's $150, let's say, and you have 100 Soul rewards and you want to use them all, you can. But know this, it will drop you below that 100 QV necessary to receive all the commissions for the month. So you need to be cognizant of that and teach your team about this. I see this being a little bit of an issue for the first few months because there's some people who have quite a few Soul rewards. But after we use them up on some of these orders, and since we're not going to be earning them on our subscription orders moving forward, I can see the total amount in your teams just dropping, right? They won't be as high. Currently, we have about 42% of all the orders that go out in Soul go out in subscription orders and auto ships. And so if you think about all the amounts, 42% of the orders going out now will not earn Soul rewards on them because they're going to get the upfront discount. That automatically is just going to drop the total of Soul rewards you're going to be seeing in people's back offices. So it just makes it easier, right? So you don't have to worry about people having Soul rewards expire. Yes, they're still going to expire in 90 days. So then you're going to say, well, how do you earn Soul rewards if you're not earning them on your subscription order? Well, that's a great question. There's a couple ways you can still earn them. Number one, you can place a standard order. Any regular order that you do will be considered a standard order, and you'll be able to receive Soul rewards on them just like you would normally. Okay, so that's not going to change. Also, the thing we would love to see is that you guys earn a lot of Soul rewards by using your referral code, your Share the Wealth. And as people sign up with that, you get $10 in Soul rewards every time somebody uses that, which is a great benefit. And so you should be able to see those as well. Now, hopefully you guys keep doing that and you're able to earn your Soul rewards on that. So yes, Soul rewards are still going to be able to be used on any subscription order and on any order period. You can use them, but you will not earn them on the subscription order because you're going to receive an upfront discount anyway. And we'll make sure all the verbiage and everything is very clear on how much they're earning. It'll show right on the invoice and on the side before you check out the discount amount and how much it is. We're going to make sure everybody's very clear on all of that so we're all in a really good spot. Okay? Sound good? Now let's see, we got some questions here. Is the $150 amount requirement for Prime and the $25 off before or after the discount? The $150 amount requirement for Prime is still going to be in effect. Okay, so you need to make sure that you guys are in a good spot, and that's after the discount, after anything that you get, right? So if you have a $200 subscription and you're maxed out at the top of 25%, you need to make sure that the total QV after the discount is still $150 or above, okay, to make sure you're in a good spot so you can still receive Prime. Again, we'll have some warnings that pop up for that, but that's what we want to do. And really, when we had Prime a while ago, you had to have a $150 auto ship order, as you recall, in order to receive Prime, and then people would start monkeying with rewards or whatever else, and then it would lower that, and then they'd be disappointed when they had 148 QV, so they couldn't qualify for Prime. Now we're just requiring 150 QV regardless, right? And so if somebody makes a little bit of a mistake and they make a calculation error and they only have a $130 subscription order go out, and it took off the discount for them, and now they don't qualify for Prime, we can always just place another order to get them back up to that $150 mark to make sure you're in a good spot, right? Sound good? Says, can we choose how many Soul rewards to use like in our regular cart orders? We're working through all of that right now. That's how I would prefer it. And so we're going to look at that to make sure we're in a good spot with all that. Can we customize the amount of rewards being used on Soul subscription? That's the same question that was asked. So yes, that's the goal. So we're going to try our best to make sure that happens. Anna says, do we get 10% sign up discount plus the month's discount? I'm not sure what you're asking there. Do we get a 10% sign up discount plus the month's discount? So let me kind of clarify that. So if you're using Share the Wealth, you're going to receive the amount that you need. So you get $10 in Soul Rewards if you use the Share the Wealth, right? So then you're good to go. And then if somebody is signing up, maybe that's what you're asking, do we get the 10% sign up discount plus the month's discount? So let's go back, Tyler, and show them the percentage thing again. So the sign up order, you're going to get 10% on that sign up order. Then month one, you're going to get 10% or 20%, depending on how much you have. And then going forward, the percentages change. So if they sign up with an order and they choose to get 10% off of it, that's the max they get on it. They don't get also a 10% for a subscription as well, right? So they only get the one, okay? The discount only applies to the order, right? Perfect. Let's see. Looks like we answered no. The sign up discount when they turn on the subscription. Yep, perfect. But the max at $40 off, even with a 25% off. The $40 off is going to be just for the sign up order itself. Moving forward with the percentages that you see on your screen, if 25% is more than $40, it will take the percentage every time, okay? The $40 is just for enrollment orders where we're gonna max it out at $40, right? Does an existing member get a 10% discount if they turn it on too? Yes. So everybody will have an opportunity to receive that 10% if they don't already have an auto ship order on. A subscription order on when we turn this on in July. So it's a great opportunity. And really what you want to do is to talk to all your members right now and all your specialists and have them turn on their subscription right now. And why is that? Because in July, when we turn this on, as you can see, they're going to be grandfathered in at the highest amount, right? Which is 15% or 25%. And all of us know that 15% or 25% is higher than 10%, right? So getting them in now is the key. And some of the questions we've had with that is, does that mean they have to have the auto ship go out in June in order to qualify for that? I would say that's the safest thing to do, right? Let's make sure it's on and it goes out in June because they're in a good spot. But then you may say, well, what if they sign up in June and they don't have a subscription or auto ship go out in June because that's going to go out in July. For anybody new like that, we'll look and just make sure that their auto ship is turned on. So if you have somebody you sign up in the month of June, make sure that their subscription is turned on because we'll make sure we pick up all of them as well and get them grandfathered in as well. Okay. The easiest thing to do is to talk to all your members and specialists and say, hey, let's make sure we get it on and get it out so we're in a good spot when this starts, because we want to make sure everybody starts out at that highest percentage. They're grandfathered in at 15 or 25%. If not, when we roll this out, they're going to have to start over at the 10% and build from there all the way up, 10% or 15% or 20% and build from there. All right. Says, I've slowly been making my way through. All my members are so excited. Yeah, that's a great thing. Let's make sure we're reaching out to everybody and putting them in a good spot so they can save as much money as possible and getting the results that they want. Seriously, 25% off on your subscription order, like that's awesome. Like who doesn't want that, right? Let's make sure we get that taken care of. All right. So let's show this last slide one more time. Keynotes about the Soul subscription program. Here we go. First time subscription, turn on the order, get 10% off their order, which is a max of $40 off. One time turn on incentive only, meaning they cannot turn it on, get that 10% on, turn it on, and then turn it off the next month and go in and turn it on again the next month and get 10% off. So one time only. From there, they'll just have to turn it on and move forward with it, okay? They can't just bounce back and forth. Number two, if you have a month without a Soul subscription order, you go back to the minimum percentage, 10 or 20%, and have to rebuild, which we all know, and it should incentivize people to stay on. It does not matter how big the order is, just let's make sure they keep going out. Number three, you can fluctuate between the less than $150 percentages and the more than $150 from month to month, as we discussed earlier. If you use the Share the Wealth code, you still get $10 in Soul Rewards, and they still get the 10% off their order when they turn on their auto ship, depending on if it's higher or lower than the $10, right? And number five, we will give out prizes for having consecutive months with a SoulSafe order, the subscription order, right? On all milestones you hit we want to make sure you're taken care of. So number of orders going out, most consecutive months, etc. Members and specialists will be able to be eligible to receive all those, so we want to make sure you're taken care of, right? We just want to reward the loyalty and people just being consistent, so you're going to see wonderful things with that. Sound good? All right, any other questions? Type them in now if you've got some. We're going to take care of you. Ashley loves the prizes. Hopefully you win the prizes, and we'll go there. Lastly, before we get out of here, June 8th is our anniversary. It's in a few days. It's been 11 years since we started Soul, which is crazy to think about. Some of us have gotten better looking. Some of us just have more gray hair. You can decide which one of those I am, but it's kind of crazy how looking back on things, man, I was in my late 20s when we started this thing. It's crazy to think about. Look for giveaways and other fun things. We're going to be doing some fun stuff with it, so I'll always be checking that out, and you're going to see some good stuff happening. Sound good? All right. Now, let's, you guys want to be surprised? We're going to keep you surprised. We're going to show you what we got going on here. We got the 3 boxes of fantastic bottles that we're not going to show you, as well as our little pill box, and we're going to take care of you. So here we go. Carrie Garcia says, can we see the slide of the testimonial again? Can you show that, Tyler, while we draw these? Get you taken care of, Carrie. You're willing to come out to Ignite. We're willing to show you the testimonial again, right? You can read that as we do this. Okay, as always, we're mixing this up real good. And here we go. Betty says she hasn't won in a long time. Well, let's see. Let's see if you can do this. Here we go. The first winner is Anna Abraham. Anna Abraham, you have won yourself a surprise bottle right there, my friend. The next winner, here we go. Nicole says, that was my testimonial. Hey, I'm trying to keep it anonymous if people want to keep it anonymous. If you want to share it, Nicole, you're welcome to. So you're good to go. The next winner we've got over in Indiana, Miss Amy Klomp. You got yourself a bottle, my friend. And here we go with another one. Last but not least, we've got Miss Valerie Bledsoe over in Kansas. You got yourself a fantastic bottle as well. And let's go with the pill box too. Get you taken care of. Call it a pill box. It's really for capsules. You don't mess around with those pills. Come on. Come on. And here we, oh, let me put that one back in. Let everybody have an equal chance. You don't want to do anything crazy. And here we go. The last winner is Alma Valdez. Alma Valdez, you got yourself a little capsule holder. You guys, man, I hope you guys enjoyed that. We're going to keep talking about more of these changes. Again, if you remember nothing else from today, the message is get as many people on with their Soul subscription as possible, because when we turn this on in July, you guys want to be able to get the highest percentage possible off on your order. So we'll want to make sure you're taken care of. Sound good? All right, guys, sure love you as always. Keep sharing Soul, and we'll see you again soon.